Could we have a roll call? Okay, then, okay. All right, then. Oh, I believe it's Alderman Green,
Here.
Alderman Witt,
Here.
Alderman Rodriguez,
Here.
and Alderman DeFrancois. Okay. 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 All right. Rodriguez with a Z. Okay. Okay. Right. The topic of today's committee is Spectrum Channel 20 service. Public television has served a major purpose in the last 40 or 60 years. Whether it is answering the question, won't you be my neighbor? Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? It's been a tool of information, news, and learning. At the local level, Channel 20 in particular keeps our community informed as to what's going on in city government and what's going on around town. And during the last few months, I believe particularly between April through June, there was a gap in service. And there was a lot of concern. Our citizens, our residents, were very upset. And we want to make sure that doesn't happen again, that the contract that the city of Middletown entered with the Spectrum be honored in all aspects, and that we get the best in service. Today, we have before us, I believe, Mr. Brendan Cahill, right? Representative from Spectrum, who will be addressing these issues and any questions members of the committee or the council at large may have. Mr. Cahill?
Hello?
Good evening.
So I understand it's actually, the channel's down right now, right? So that throws out everything that I was going to say. So first of all, greatly apologize for any inconvenience. I recognize that that's a bad situation to be in, and we take it seriously. I deal with a lot of public access issues. I handle pretty much all of the Hudson Valley government affairs for Spectrum. So by all means, I'm the guy to reach out to going forward when something like this happens. I know you've been connected to different tech people, and that those guys are probably who I would speak to, but it definitely helps if government affairs reaches out on my end to them too. So just to sort of table set a bit, there were a few different issues that happened in the timeline that you raised. What's going on right now, I just found out when I walked in, so I have no idea. It's possible a cable's down from the storm. I don't know. The reason I would even think that is what caused, I think, the very first issue in April. So there's been sort of three different issues, two of which are connected, one of which is not. The first issue was because a cable was down, and that was an easy enough fix. The second issue started, and I'm going to have to get a little bit in the weeds on the technical jargon, which is not my forte. I'm not on the tech side of things. But, and you sort of alluded to it, the encoder equipment in the cable hub, we're upgrading those throughout the country. And that's sort of a piece of the pipeline from filming to broadcast on TV. So we, not just for Middletown, but for many different public access stations throughout our footprint in the country, we're upgrading that. And we put in a new piece of equipment, and that failed. It was just faulty. I couldn't get more of an explanation other than just what we put in did not work. So that caused an issue, of course. Once our end identified that, we, as a sort of a Band-Aid, put the old encoder back in place. And the reason we switched it out was because it was just that. It was very old. It probably had been there since we started broadcasting, decades ago through various different companies. And that worked from what I understand. There were some issues. I think you raised this particularly with the audio. It's old equipment, so there are issues that it had on its own, and then I believe some of the content that was, getting sent out, the audio is a little bit out of spec for what that encoder could handle. The new one is good at cleaning it up, so it can handle, a wider range of content. We then got a new encoder, in place a few weeks ago, and up until 10 minutes ago, everything on my end seemed fine. So I don't know what's going on right now, but I'll figure it out. I just am not going to have an answer right now on that.
Any members have any questions?
So I have a question with the franchise agreement. I know we're entitled to 2 channels and also a 3rd channel if possible. So if the channel 20 goes down, can we flip to a different channel, channel 23 or the other channel for education purposes?
I think yes, but it depends on where the issue lies in the.
I know
the
part of it
transport, yeah.
is we approved the capital, we're gonna upgrade our cameras and our system and everything else. But, I think, while we're here and we're always doing the franchise agreement, if we can lock down what channels can we use and then also meet the school district and get the school district to come back onto channel 20 and the 23 and the 3rd channel if we need it. Because then we can do all these ribbon cuttings and all this stuff, record it, and then post it on to these, to these channels also.
Let me let you answer that question.
Well, you have to check, right?
Yeah, which I will, but I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, and I just want to add, in the contract, and I have a copy here, it emphasizes for our residents continuity of service, and then to your side, the right to cure or respond. In fact, it gives like a time frame. I believe the proposal put forward by President Rodriguez will help address that. If we have like a 2nd or 3rd channel, continuity of service, and I think it's also a reasonable way to cure. Well, my question, that was my statement, my question is, what is Spectrum ready to do to address the lapse of service, Part A, and then Part B? Would it be open to something along the line of what the President of the Common Council has just suggested? Because again, in addition to the city, we might want to see the school district come back in one of those other channels, or have the channel that's there ready, willing, and able to operate when the other ones may be down for whatever reason.
Right. So the first part is, we did upgrade the encoder equipment, which in theory should have helped. It obviously didn't, because at first it was faulty, and then that should be a big help in ensuring that there are no issues. What's happening right now, I just don't know what the issue is. The odds, this is just me speculating, but it seems odd that we would get 2 faulty new encode, like that just doesn't seem likely. So I think the issue must be elsewhere. It genuinely could be that a cable is down due to the storm, but we have folks that are monitoring Middletown and everywhere else what we're broadcasting.
Yeah, we were also getting like half our city residents were getting the Port Jervis broadcasting, and then in like my house, you just didn't get anything for Channel 20. So I don't know if there's like an encrypting or something.
That's probably due to the encoder issue that sort of sends the content to the correct place. So if that was down, things could have been
As soon as
jammed.
our meeting starts, our constituents are texting me, "You're not on Channel 20. You're not on Channel 20." So they're watching.
Alderman Witt and then Alderman Massey. Alderman Witt and then
Yeah,
we'll use Alderman
thank you,
Massey.
thank you for coming. A lot of the technical stuff is kind of lost on me as well, but
Me too.
do you have a way where maybe you folks could communicate this, that there is an issue out, whether you use social media to say, Channel 20 in Middletown, because you said you had people monitoring this, is not operational because of fill in the blank? Because I can just tell you, I was a Dish and then I do the streaming now, but a lot of people hang on to Spectrum because of these channels right here. I know it may seem hard to believe, but at least I think we've all encountered that people, I'm keeping cable because I want to get these meetings. And, we have started to establish there is a willingness to do the school district thing as well. So that's all. I don't know. Do you have social media that you can use potentially or consider messaging this out?
I've never heard of us using that, but I can definitely pass that on.
How would people know, other than it just doesn't work? Is it going to come back in 20 minutes or a month?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alderman Massey.
The reason we have this by the way, goes back many years, and I'm the person who brought it up initially. We want the meetings to be televised. What do we expect tomorrow morning? You don't know what's going on right now. You can't make a telephone call to find out. Is it a cable or is there another problem? What do we expect?
Yeah, I mean, since I walked in, I've emailed and I didn't want to make a phone call because I was sitting down. I wasn't sure when this was going to start, but I've reached out to people to.
Well, we would like to know, will tomorrow there be Channel 20? I'm assuming tonight there won't be?
I don't. I haven't looked at
But you're the
my
guy
phone.
that's
This all was in the
tell
last
us.
couple minutes of me.
It's also our system is not updated. That's part of it's our fault
And
too.
it's frustrating.
I can look on my phone now to see if anybody's responded to me. I don't want to do that while I'm talking. I became aware of this as I was walking in. I don't.
I think it's best if we know it's down, we have a line of communication and notify you guys, and then you guys can check it. I mean, we didn't know you guys did an upgrade, and then our system's now compatible, and now we're having an issue. And it's been on and off all the time, so it's got to be, something between.
Yeah, and as the government affairs person, anybody in this room or anybody else in the city can text me, call me, my cell phone anytime. So I'm happy to, be a liaison between
Perfect.
the city and
We're not here to beat you up.
no, I don't feel beaten up. I don't. It's okay.
And I
I
just
know
want to
Spectrum gets it all the time.
I don't feel beaten up.
recognize that during the recent lapse in service, our distinguished city clerk was on top of this issue, putting in the coals. No, Mr. McCormick. Making sure that the matter got resolved. He's like our main contact person for the city. Alderman Jean-Francois?
Does the public get any credit when the channels are not working?
I don't believe so unless it's a system-wide outage.
Even if it goes for months or weeks, they don't get any credit at all?
I don't believe so, but I can double check. But
Thank you.
I'm not aware of that.
Thank you.
I would ask that the Spectrum could look into it. Many of our, in particular, our residents, of our people who use Channel 20 happen to be elderly, seniors, but who care to make sure what's going on in City Hall. And I think that that would be a good business practice, some kind of credit or discount. So definitely, I do encourage that. Any other questions?
Yeah, we have the email.
He responds real quick.
Yeah, my cell phone should be in the email signature, but I can reply to whatever thread I was on and just.
And we've been working.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be unique for what I do at all. Like I sort of do like this, so yeah.
And we've been working closely with Chandler as well.
Yes,
I have Chandler's cell phone number. Usually in the morning when we come in, if there's an issue with Channel 20, I reach out to Chandler first thing. Chandler's hours, I think we talked about this was 7 to 3. This just came to our attention late this evening.
Yes, I
Or
met
like this
Chandler
afternoon.
through
Yep.
this last week. We had
Yeah.
like a 2-hour video call. I think he's in Colorado, but he's a very knowledgeable
Yes.
guy. He really gets in the weeds on video operations and whatnot. So I've learned a lot.
All right. We thank you for your presence here, and we do ask, again, in the interest of the continuity of service and exercise of the right to cure, that you do look into these issues, and
Yes.
that we'll look forward to hearing your response.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And the only other issue is the time capsule project. We will be doing that in the fall. Gives our residents more time to participate, our members to participate as well. We're looking forward to your contributions. And we want to see if we could get members of the community to fill out put out letters or pictures so that future generations could see who was here before them, or was actually the parents or the grandparents that were here before them. And so that's pretty much it. There's another topic there on the list, but that's one that actually, I don't know how it made it there, but we will be addressing that in the future. All right? That concludes our meeting which is Holocaust Survivor Recognition, recognizing that generation of Holocaust survivors that came to Middletown, helped build our city, and have served as a voice of conscience. But we will take that up in the future, and we thank everybody for their presence and attention to our meeting today. Can we have the motion to adjourn?
So move.
Thank you.